Hola y bienvenidos. Yo soy señora Nelson y estoy aquí para ayudarles on your journey of aprendiendo español. And ahorita, I want to do something completely different, kind of travel recomendaciones for you, not if, but when you are exploring and traveling the world. ¿Les parece? Bueno, hit like and subscribe, and today I want to talk about Peru. Bueno, Peru, obviously, there's one thing for all of us to see, Machu Picchu, right? Here's the thing. Everyone knows about Machu Picchu. We see pictures of Machu Picchu. We're like, oh yeah, that's kind of cool. Oh my word. It is infinitely better in real life. I guarantee it. It's breathtaking. It truly is breathtaking. So, here's my consejos. And the most important thing, si vas, tienes que escuchar eso. Before you go, listen to this. You have to do this. First of all, you have to pay for a guide. I don't know how much they cost. I took students there, so we just had a guide with us, but it was night and day different. I would just look at ruins, I guess. I don't know what I would do without a guide. Pero with a guide, they go through all of the history. They open your eyes to things you never would have even noticed, details. I'm pretty stingy when it comes to spending money on trips. And usually guides, I'm like, meh, I can look around, right? A museum, I don't need a tour. It's boring. Ugh. Get a guide at Machu Picchu. You have to get a guide. And then, as crazy it may sound, ask the guide or whoever you're with to lead you blindfolded the first time you see Machu Picchu. When we went, they had us blindfolded. Our guides, not just anyone. Make sure they're your guides or trusted people. So they'll lead you. So blindfolded, you go up the hill, and then they put you right at the edge of the quintessential, the picturesque picture of Machu Picchu. And then they say, okay, take your time. What do you smell? What do you hear? What's going on? What do you feel? And then take off your mask. And I get goosebumps thinking about it. That is the best way to see Machu Picchu. Again, I cannot describe it. Pictures do not do justice. This video does not do justice, but it is unbelievable. And if you go, we stayed in Aguascalientes, which is a closer little pueblito. So you usually fly into Lima. Lima's nice. It's very modernized. So if that's your thing, awesome. I like more the rich culture. So then we flew into Cusco, which is a lot more rich culture. Una belleza. And there's other ruins you can go to. And then we stayed in Aguascalientes and then did a day trip up to Machu Picchu. Breathtaking. Get a guide. Have some type of blindfold or eye covering or something ready. And as silly as it may sound to make that request, it is so worth it. And honestly, I think we spent all day there. Again, if I just went by myself, I would look at the things and it's pretty cool. We study museums, but museums have enough stuff written down. I don't need a guide. I can see it. But at Machu Picchu, get a guide. Because all of a sudden everything comes to life. And here's this temple, and here's what they did here, and here's who lived here, and here's this and this and this. And then pretty soon your entire day's gone by, and you're still just captivated by everything going on. If you're super adventurous, they even have the Incan Trail. I want to say it's either like 30 or 300 miles. It's something outrageous. But I contemplated it in my earlier years. I thought that might be cool. You can also hire a guide to go with you. They help prepare your food because in Peru, people can literally just make a little, almost like an horno, like an oven out of dirt y todo. And then you can cook papas, you can cook whatever inside of this. Ay, qué rico. The food there is spectacular. Get authentic food. If you're in Lima, you can get, what's the traditional, like the shrimp, ¿Cómo se llama? Please tell me in the comments. There's a super, super famous shrimp thing. I don't like seafood, so I never ate it. But it's not paella, that's Spanish. But there's a Peruvian, algo que se me olvidó, so tell me in the comments because everyone knows. People even make it here where I live. But the more kind of in the outskirts you go, and the more you're by the original kind of Incan settlements and ruins, there you hear more Aymara, Quechua, more indigenous languages, and there you get, rich, rich, rich foods that are delicious. Quinoa, papas, todo. Entonces, disfruta, Cover your eyes for the first time you experience Machu Picchu and get a guide. And go into those rich cultural places and, of course, try the food. Ceviche. Ceviche is what it's called. Sorry. In the comments, you can tell me how long that took me. Ceviche is also good if you like seafood. It's super, super fresh, delicious, like a salsa. Me dicen. I don't know. But go to Peru. Go to Machu Picchu. Vale la pena. It is so worth it. It is una belleza. Y disfruta. And tell me about it in the comments. Where else have you gone in Peru? What are other gems that we need to know, that we need to go to next time we go? I'll see you guys next week.